All right, let's forget the vague motivation and the endless daydreaming for a second. Today on The Explainer, we are quite literally reverse engineering wealth. We're going to use a purely mathematical playbook to step right out of the middle class and straight into the top 1%.
1 crore, 52 lakhs. According to the absolute latest data, this specific number is the precise net worth required to officially enter the top 1% of the richest people in India. It's not just some random, unimaginable number in the sky, right? It's a highly concrete target. So let's map out exactly how to hit it.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Here's the step-by-step playbook we'll be breaking down in our analysis today. 1. Choosing the wealth fast lane. 2. Reverse engineering 1 crore. 3. Skills and daily execution. 4. Investing and lifestyle control. And finally, 5. Building generational wealth.
Step 1. Choosing the wealth fast lane and escaping that salary trap.
Escaping that trap absolutely requires a massive mindset shift. On one hand, we've got the traditional slow lane, working a 9-to-5 job, saving maybe 10 to 20% of your salary, and then waiting 40 long years to finally be considered wealthy. On the other hand, we have author M.J. DeMarco's Fast Lane. This is about creating a scalable business or a high-income side hustle right now, in your 20s or 30s. See, the slow lane relies on crossing your fingers and hoping inflation doesn't eat your hard-earned savings. But the fast lane? It relies on you actively creating scalable value.
And hey, if you're wondering if taking the fast lane is really necessary, the data kind of speaks for itself. 75% of the world's richest people are entrepreneurs. Another 15% are investors, which, let's be real, usually require significant capital from a job or a business to even begin with. The remaining 10% are others. So the biggest takeaway here is that starting a business or a scalable side hustle is literally the most statistically proven path on earth to hit that top 1%.
Step 2. Reverse engineering 1 crore. The math of wealth. Vague wishes like, oh, I want to be a billionaire someday, simply do not work. You need a clear, actionable matrix. To make 1 crore, you could find just 9 clients willing to pay you roughly 11.1 lakhs. Or how about 90 clients paying just over 1.1 lakhs? Or even 900 customers buying a product for roughly 11,000 rupees. Suddenly, making a crore isn't some wild fantasy anymore. It's a pure logistics problem of finding those 900 people. This kind of reverse-engineered roadmap is exactly how you turn a daydream into a daily action plan.
But how do you actually convince people to pay you those premium amounts? Well, Benjamin Franklin really hit the nail on the head when he said, "An investment in knowledge pays the best interest." The reality is, money is just a byproduct of value creation. To provide enough value to charge those premium prices, you have to invest deeply in your own knowledge and your own skill set first.
Part 3. Skills and daily execution. The grind.
Welcome to the grind. Because, let's be honest, with today's degree inflation, traditional academic credentials are often losing their edge. As investor Naval Ravikant puts it, money is a byproduct of value creation. Your income scales in exact proportion to the painful problems you solve for other people. If you master a high-demand skill, like video editing, copywriting, or affiliate marketing in 6 intense months, and you use it to solve million-dollar problems for someone, you're going to get paid accordingly. It really is that simple.
But listen, having the skill is only half the battle. Wealth is a marathon, and it's won through incredibly unglamorous daily habits. You must act with strict discipline, totally regardless of whatever mood you happen to be in. Dedicate a minimum of 2 hours every single day specifically to your skill or your side business. Zero social media scrolling during this time. You've got to work in total isolation without distractions and ruthlessly avoid procrastination. This daily grind is exactly where the real millionaires are forged.
And during those deeply focused hours, you absolutely have to move the needle. What does that mean? It means dedicating a massive 80% of your working hours solely to high-impact tasks that actually bring you closer to your main goal. There's an immense difference between merely being busy and being truly productive. Don't just organize your desk or answer endless, pointless emails. Make the sales call. Build the product. Focus only on the actions that directly advance that 1 crore matrix we looked at a minute ago.
Section 4. Investing in lifestyle control. Protecting the bag.
Okay, so once the money actually starts rolling in, you hit what is arguably the most critical phase. Here's a tough, kind of startling realization for you. The longer you live like you're poor when you literally don't have to, the richer you will become. The absolute biggest middle-class trap is lifestyle inflation.
You start making good money, so what happens? You immediately buy a new car, you upgrade to the newest iPhone, or you blow cash on daily food deliveries just because you feel you deserve it. True wealth is built by entirely ignoring that urge.
Let's actually track how a poor or middle-class financial pipeline operates. You earn an income, and boom, immediately you pay massive expenses like rent and bills. And whatever's left over, it goes straight to liabilities, car EMIs, expensive vacations, or those daily takeout orders we just talked about. The end result? Zero wealth generated. The money bleeds out just as fast as it comes in. Now flip that to the rich wealth pipeline. First you earn your income, but then you aggressively minimize your expenses. You take that saved money and buy actual assets, things like stocks, real estate, or reinvesting it right back into your own business. Eventually, those assets generate entirely new income. You've essentially built a silent, totally automated machine that literally prints more money for you.
Warren Buffett summed this whole concept up perfectly when he said, "If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die." You have to force yourself to save a minimum of 20% of your income and channel it into an investment account. That is how you finally step away from trading your time for money and instead harness the incredible, unstoppable power of compounding interest. Section 5. Building generational wealth. Playing the long game.
Look, making your first crore is incredibly hard. Absolutely. But staying rich? That can honestly be even harder. Maintaining generational wealth requires an entirely different skill set from creating it initially. You need to diversify into multiple income streams so a single market crash doesn't wipe you out completely. You have to continuously reinvest business profits back into growth, actively protect your wealth with rigorous insurance and smart tax planning, and most importantly, build a legacy mindset to secure your future generations.
Getting to this elite level takes crazy, almost unnatural patience. Think about the timeline of the Chinese bamboo tree. Year 1, you water it and there's absolutely no visible growth. Year 2, nothing. Year 3, nothing. Year 4, still absolutely no visible growth above the soil. But in year 5, it shoots up and grows 90 feet in just a matter of weeks. The early struggles of building wealth are exactly like this. You aren't failing, you are just building an invisible root system.
Which leaves us with one final, super important question to ponder as we wrap up this explainer today. Will you quit during those 4 years of invisible growth, or will you persist to see the 90-foot leap? The only real difference between the middle class and the top 1% is that winners never quit and quitters never win. Take the math, build your matrix, start executing today, and weather those invisible years. Thank you so much for joining me, and keep learning.